You just need to stick to workplace norms when showing off your personal flair. The key is you don't have to spend a lot of money or change a lot about yourself to be presentable in a business setting. Get yourself some slacks, button-up shirts or blouses, blazers, and a pair of dress shoes. Make sure everything is steamed or pressed and looks clean. Cleanliness is also important when it comes to your body. Practice basic hygiene measures like showering and brushing your teeth. I know that goes without saying for most people, but I feel the need to emphasize how important this is so as not to lose out on this key opportunity. Treat and dress yourself like you already have the job that you want. If you present yourself as confident and successful, that will eventually come to fruition. All right, go ahead and stop share for a minute. And yeah, I mean, just, it's funny that I use that particular example of the Mohawk, and this is by no means to discourage, individuality and people being who they genuinely are. But let's just take some from my experience, right? And let's, be logical and rational about it. For example, I had an employee maybe about 5, 6 years ago, really brilliant, young individual. And, we worked in the Department of Defense space, right? So, you're going to be interacting with, commissioned officers, captains, majors, colonels, generals. And, he was a brilliant young man. He still had some of his, there was still some workplace performance issues as well. But, he was the type of person who was a really big individual. He used to come to work with like the Mohawk and, the kind of like, the knives on the belt kind of a thing. And, a bunch of like, really personalized kind of, I don't want to say the word isn't like goth look, but it's just, but you're working for the Department of Defense in front of a, let's say in the military, right? The first haircut you get is a high and tight. So you can imagine how the dress code is a little bit more strict and it's a little bit more conservative. Well, we wanted to put him in charge of an operations center, but he was going to be interacting with generals that, can you see that conflict of interest? Can you put someone in front of someone? And now maybe in some situations you can, but could that cause an issue, a presentation wise? Here we have $200 million a year company, and we're going to be having someone interact with a general that's got the power to award tens and tens of millions of dollars. And the person you put in front of someone is showing their personal flair at the business. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying that that's going to be a challenge you're going to run into if you push that, too hard. I know that sounds confrontational, but at a minimum, I think you should consider that, and then understand there may be, challenges that you may face because, if you're too explicit with, I'm walking out, imagine me, I don't know if anybody's ever seen the movie House Party back in the day, but imagine me with the big kid and play flat top, and I want to talk to a general. It's just not going to work, right? It's not going to look good. So let's just be honest about it. But all right, so let's go ahead and continue with the article. We'll go ahead and share again. All right, the daily uniform. Since executives bear the responsibility of running an organization, their attire should reflect both power and competence. This is what you want to look like when you come to work. Some ways to achieve this in your wardrobe are: keep it simple and tasteful. I cannot stress this more. That's the way I roll. I keep it simple. I keep it tasteful. You see me with a nice little button-up shirt. You see me with my shirt tucked into my pants. Got my nice little Dockers or my slacks on, or my designer pants on with some nice loafers or some dress shoes and things like that. And that's the way you do it. That's the way I do it personally. Keep it simple and tasteful. Focus on fit over trend and embrace neutral color palettes. Yes, it's fine to add a little pop of color in your tie or handbag, for example, but keep it to a minimum. You want the focus to be on your work, not your wardrobe. You want to make sure that you're looking sharp, but you wear your bright colors, everything is good, but you want your focus to be on what you do at work, not what you're going to be wearing every day to the office. My humble opinion, anyways. Like I said, this is definitely an opinion piece, so take it with what you will. Opt for quality over quantity. You'd be surprised how you can take a few mix and match items of high quality and create multiple office appropriate outfits. I remember when I first let me go and take it off share screen just for a quick second. I remember when I first kind of became an executive, the first thing I went out to do, I went to Men's Warehouse, and I later started shopping at Joseph A. Banks as well. And I bought myself 4 suits, right? 4 jackets, 4 pants, 4 shirts, 4 belts, 4 shoes, 4 handkerchiefs. And in those 4 outfits, they're for the most part neutral colors. You can mix and match the shirts, the pants, the jackets, and come up with almost, what's 4 to almost 15, 16 outfits, right? Something along those lines. And then you've got a couple other items. Then you can buy another shirt that can go with another pair of pants. So, if you buy yourself 2, 3 suits, you can kind of use those to mix and match and start that way. So you don't have to have a, as long as you buy good quality garments, you can take them to the dry cleaner, they're going to last. So I think that's very, very important. All right, back to the article. All right. Accessorize intentionally. Nothing says executive like a quality timepiece or elegant jewelry. Whatever wherever you go with, bear in mind the idea is to complement your outfit, not overpower it. And I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but myself, I've had like a little tag watch. Citizens watches are nice, but find something, a nice quality brand that's not too expensive, just something just to give you a little bit more of a professional look. Go back to the article.